Have you ever wondered how this Dorbit guy keeps ignoring the fact that his hairline's receding and he thinks he can just cover up with bangs, which is making his hair loss a lot worse? What a lot of people don't understand about hair loss is that when you start noticing any signs, DHT is going to be the main factor that's causing that hair loss, is going to start infiltrating all of your follicles, which makes them shrink, making these very weak hair structures. So when you start noticing signs, you need to immediately address the fact that you are losing hair and start finding solutions. Now, one of the most popular solutions out there is to get a hair transplant, but I actually don't suggest that first, is because a lot of bad things can happen to your hair follicles and your scalp, especially if your hair transplant goes wrong. That's why I reject about 80% of my clients that come to me that want to get a hair transplant, is because the problem is their hairline hasn't gone far back enough yet and their follicles can still be regrown. Hair follicles all depend on one thing, which is called the papilla. Now we want to make sure that papilla is strong, that it's making very strong hair structures so they don't fall out easy due to male pattern baldness. That's the reason why I started suggesting to a lot of my new clientele who are only dealing with thinning hair and are not completely bald is to try something like the Revita hair shampoo, which has L-cysteine and niacinamide in it. The main goal we want with this is to get our papillas to be extra strong, working harder with our follicles, making that thickness around areas that are showing signs of thinning. About a month ago, I had this young client who came in who was only 19 years old, very scared of losing all of his hair. He started noticing thinning around his crowning area and slight receding on his hairline, and he really wanted to get a hair transplant. But I explained to him the risk and told him not to take it and try using the Revita hair shampoo for at least a month consistently before coming back to me. He came back a few days ago for a follow-up, and the amount of thickness that I seen on his crown area, like especially in the areas that he was showing signs of thinning, got me to a point where I didn't even think he needed this at all. Now, results are always going to vary from person to person, but you really need to be consistent with this to actually see some progress. If your hair's thinning and you're noticing signs of a receding hairline, I'm telling you, try out the shampoo. I'll leave you a link so you can get one too.